Isla Duarte drew her very first breath on calm Coral Sunday, the 11th of November 1999, inside a white clapboard clinic that leans toward the turquoise coves of Vieques, Puerto Rico. Outside, trade winds rustled sea grapes while a single cuatro guitarist drifted sleepy chords beside a brass kettle of cinnamon. Isla's mother, a conch shell jewelry sculptor who tucks tiny emerald shards in every apron pocket, hummed lullabies about night herons sowing bravery into moonlight. Her father, a bioluminescence tour skipper whose life jacket forever smells of salt, cedar, and mango peel, bent near the newborn's ear and vowed that real horizons never shrink a body. They open wider, where spirits bright enough to glow. Earths rippled through the Duarte family like phosphorescence across dark tide, so nobody blinked when baby Isla split the satin ribbons on her third christening dress before Padre Hernandez finished the first blessing. Abuela Carmencita calmly loosened every stitch, slipped emerald silk wedges into the gaps, then laughed that extra cloth cost pesos while extra daring buys archipelagos. Primary school mornings tasted of guava pastelillos and corridor whispers. Taller and fuller than every classmate, Isla eclipsed the overhead projector whenever Miss Rosada asked her to trace hurricane paths on a faded classroom map. One humid recess, a boy jeered that she shaded more sand than the old lighthouse at Puncha Malazla's. That evening, she stepped into her mother's driftwood studio, rescued cracked emerald chips, polished them bright and sewed them like falling comets along both sleeves of her navy cardigan. At first bell, next sunrise, flickering fluorescent tubes scattered green sparks across chalk dust clouds each time she raised her hand. A visiting volunteer teacher filmed 10 wobbly seconds on a worn flip phone, posted the clip to a newborn video board, and by moonrise, 17,000 strangers applauded the girl who bent teasing into tidal light. Isla copied a single promise on a sugar-spotted notebook page. Mirrors magnify while echoes fade. Teen weekends belong to Sunset Crafts stalls beside Esperanza Pier, midnight bomba drum circles, and Dorn snorkel runs where parrotfish carve commas through seagrass. Store jeans strangled her thighs, so Isla traded reef safety lessons for weathered sailcloth, cut it into flowing palazzo pants, and posed against pastel casitas while pelicans stitched question marks above the harbor. She launched an online diary titled Emerald Ballad, captions blending island slang with plain English confessions like hips carry half the sunrise. Before her 18th Three Kings Day, 64,000 faithful hearts tapped every jade dusk frame, proof that glowing rectangles hush cafeteria rumors faster than any counselor's pep talk. Scholarship ferried her north to the Fashion Institute of Technology in Manhattan. Daylight dissolved inside textile labs, nights belonged to a 24-hour mofongo cart rattling under the High Line. The cart's flickering coquille neon became her steady key light. Between garlic orders, she filmed 90-second reels, twisting parchment boats into hibiscus hairpins while decoding dart rotation in half Vieques lilt and half city snap and loop, drumming wooden pestles on bronze cauldrons, while Speed Hemi, a velvet blazer, sailed past 1 million views inside 48 hours. Teen Vogue crowned her the mofongo couturier. Yet, every sponsor letter stalled at United States size 18. Isla slipped each pitch into a folder labeled Patience Like Seamus and kept crushing plantains. Fortune floated in with the midnight tide during early 2023 when Gucci invited her to co-design a plus-range capsule called Caribbean Glow. Isla answered with 3 coconut clear vows. Patterns must stretch to 62-inch hips. Half the campaign crew must rise from public art colleges. 10% of every euro earned will fund mangrove media camps for curvy teens across the Spanish Virgin Islands. The House agreed before dawn, painted Hudson windows rose gold. The campaign filmed at sunrise on a floating glass runway anchored inside Vieques' famous bioluminescent bay. Isla walked a deep emerald satin trench across neon blue water while drones hovered like curious terns. Once images spilled across global feeds, every extended size coat vanished within 43 hours through 22 countries. Emerald Ballad cruised beyond the 500,000 follower tideline, still perfumed with sofrito steam and salt breeze. Isla livestreamed gratitude from the mofongo cart roof while early subways shivered along 10th Avenue. Spotlight warmth invites rumor ghouls. A keto podcaster claimed Isla cinched iron corsets under linen between spoonfuls of coconut flame. She answered from the crumbling fort at sunset, sports bra in linen, cagos, belly rolls glazed with edible silver glitter. Fingers tapped a salsa riff on driftwood, then she laughed. The Caribbean never apologizes for breath, and neither will I. 10 million viewers reposted under tag Silver Surf Truth, dusting their own curves with sugar shimmer until gossip dissolved like sea foam. Heart wages, braided with capsule royalties, birth Duarte dream, a whipped body butter swirling sea grape seed oil, starfruit honey, and mica sparks that glowed turquoise beneath foam flash. 15,000 jars spun inside her father's starlit boathouse. Lids tied with recycled anchor rope bows and tag stamped Nourish Your Horizon. Stock disappeared in 86 minutes, raising 175,000 euros, written entirely in letters. 20% seeded ballot looms, grants pairing industrial sewing machines with coral-safe video rigs for plus-size youth in coastal barrios from Culebra to Cabo Rojo. 8 months later, 35 fellows projected a moonrise fashion film onto limestone cliffs, earning breakfast show features across 3 continents. New York Fashion Week etched legend. 10 minutes before Isla's closing walk for Gucci Curb, a backstage steamer burst, shrinking her sapphire mesh gown 7 inches at the waist. With 90 ticking seconds, she grabbed copper mofongo mortars from catering, flattened them into scalloped shields, pinned them over stressed seams, and glided the runway, chiming like harbor bells. Vogue World hailed the rescue the mofongo shield miracle. Gucci reissued the gown with detachable bronze petals, praising her calm as coral. Another 1 million admirers docked on her profile before, after party passion fruit fizz cooled. Drama tried anew when a disgruntled stylist leaked clipped emails alleging she demanded lobster mofongo and chauffeured sail skiffs for her rescue pelican. She posted the entire thread, writer listing refillable water urns, guava salads for crew, captioned rehearsal screens for deaf pattern cutters, then funneled that month's affiliate revenue, 126,000 euros, to hurricane therapy circles for Island Seamstress Collective. The ends echoed her Bay mantra, receipts outshine rumor, rust, production. By midsummer 2024, Emerald Ballad sinks a 6 million Instagram Voyagers, 3.2 million Quick Clip Paddlers, and 1.6 million Deep Dive Vlog Pilgrims. Engagement hovers near 9%, melting brand spreadsheets. Cartier beckoned for Dawn's Compass, a watch vignette filmed inside a quartzy cave glowing with turquoise fireflies beneath Mona Passage. Isla accepted once Cartier-funded therapy stipends for hotel laundry crews studying night design. They toasted with tamarind soda. The final reel, her wrist gleaming beneath teal ripples, became Cartier's most saved post that season. Only keeps her keel shore. Twice each month, she streams strings and salt. Father looping quattro blues while mother inlays emerald chips into conch pendants. Islay thrift flips denim jackets live. One session peaked at 9 million views when a cheeky manatee surfaced beside the dock set, lifted a rope bow in its whiskers, and slid away under a storm of heart emojis. A marine refuge now sponsors every broadcast, tagging rehabilitated manatees with solar charms funded by Duarte Dreams' second-year revenue sailed beyond 11 million euros. Isla leased the silent sugar mill, carved skylights through coral limestone, and staffed jar lanes with retired fishermen and animation graduates. Each tin still wears its anchor rope bow tied during midday plenigrooves. Efficiency auditors begged for shrink bands. She quoted Abuela Carmencita, "Warm hands weave legends while machines only count jars," and bows endured mental health canamores. Her grid, she pairs cliff edge editorials with hostel mirror selfies captioned "Same Sea, Gentler Tide." Shares breathing loops recorded in mangrove tunnels and CBT worksheets in English and Spanish. A teletherapy partner hosts sliding scale sessions. 93,000 users hail her honesty as first dawn. Community lantern sales glow each new moon. Glow Lagoon drifts invite fans to kayak bioluminescent channels wearing the Duarte Dream on shoulders and LED hibiscus crowns. Ticket profits widen, ballot looms, and plant mangrove seedlings. Shore cafes note 15% revenue lift on drift nights. Isla guides every flotilla, lo-fi quattro chords drifting from waterproof speakers while she pauses mid-current to tighten stranger life vests. Horizons keep stretching like peach sunrise strikes. She is drafting a memoir titled Turquoise Echo for release next winter in 9 languages. A stream unique Titan wraps season 1 of a docuseries following her plan to convert mothball dive boats into solar sewing in media studios that island hop the Antilles. Puma Reddy's Tide Pulse sneakers, wide toe boxes rimmed with reflective mofongo shields. 10% of every pair will expand ballad looms from Barbados to Bocas del Toro. If Isla Duarte's passage from emerald chip cuffs to mofongo shield miracles fan bright wind into your compass, tap like, press subscribe and share which spark glow loudest. The silver dust driftwood riff, the manatee bow heist, or the copper petal runway rescue. Scroll the description for Duarte Dream Drops, Ballad Loom Grant Portals, and tonight's Streams and Salt playlist. Remember, every curve can redirect dawn, every scar can cradle moonlight, and Reef Crown Cove still cheers spirits bold enough to blaze brighter than rumor. Knot your anchor rope bow, lace those tide pole sneakers, and stride until the skyline echoes your name.